Let me ask Tehseen Poonawalla first. Tehseen Poonawalla, if this formula actually comes in, Formula 1, the simple one, 12 states go to polls with the Lok Sabha elections, one amendment to the existing states which are expected to go to polls end of the year. And I don't think any state will mind getting 3 or 4 months extra to govern. That's the most likely scenario and easiest scenario. On the other hand, of course, is the more complicated, many amendments, state, center, which will require amendments to Article 83, 85, 172, 174 and Article 356. But if the first proposition gets through, do you think the India alliance will have to go back to the drawing board? Every political party will be running back to their states to fight state elections. Lok Sabha elections can then become the second priority for all the regional parties. And is that a formula that is the masterstroke of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to set the cat amongst the pigeons in the opposition ranks?
Every time the word masterstroke is used, it sends shivers down the spines of citizens of India, because every time the Prime Minister comes up with a masterstroke, the country goes in a tailspin and its economy collapses and other things collapse around the country. We saw that in demonetization, GST, and in other so-called masterstrokes of the Honorable Prime Minister. But let's take off what is being said on your channel. You're saying that the Prime Minister and the BJP to retain power in 3 states particularly, but 5 states which he's going to lose: Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Telangana, and Mizoram, which he's going to lose powers. This is the ETG polls that showed it on Times Now, has now come up with a masterstroke that, listen, we will postpone these elections to these states by a few months so that the BJP can retain power. To use parliament as a rubber stamp and to use the cloak of democracy in Amrit Kal only to come to power, I think is, and to call that a masterstroke, I think nothing is sadder for democracy than that. So you extend the term of an assembly so that you can come to power back again, because you're going to lose those state assemblies. That's not masterstrokes. That's being clever by half. Point number 1, if the Prime Minister is so concerned about having simultaneous polls together, ask the Honorable Prime Minister to call the special session of Parliament, resign, and have the polls along with Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Telangana. Why postpone these state polls? And that's what that's what shows the insecurity of the BJP. They don't want to give up power. There's a second aspect to this which should be very worrying. And the aspect to this is, if the BJP can go to this lengths only to win state polls, and we know every time the BJP has lost states, the lengths it's gone to come back into power, whether it's Maharashtra, erstwhile Karnataka, or even in other states that it's done. What will it do if in 2024 the BJP loses power? Will they even consider handing over power? Because look at this, you're calling delaying.
No, why do you even raise that question? They lost Karnataka. Did they not hand over power? They lost Himachal Pradesh. Did they not hand over power? Are they still sitting in the chief minister's chair? You know, you're raising questions which are so hypothetical and bizarre.
That's not. If please allow me to. When they lost Karnataka 2018 or they lost Madhya Pradesh, the way they came to power, Yadurappa ji's bite on Times Now is all those who defected from Congress will be made ministers. If that's not bribing, what is? And they formed a government again. You all called it masterstroke. It was unethical, immoral. They lost power. Look at the way they came in Maharashtra in power. Look at the way in Karnataka. And right now they're ready to extend the assembly term because ETG Times Now polls show that they're losing the terms. If this is not actual murder of democracy, what is? You will extend the term till you can win elections.
While your questions are valid, but conversation on morality in politics, I think completely out of place, Tehseen Poonawalla. Nobody can stand on the pulpit to talk about morality amongst any of the political parties in our country. But